welcome to the closing. I had complaints that there were too many sessions in parallel and there were so many interesting sessions. So I hope this is a good sign for this conference. And I just want to say, we will be working hard that all these parallel sessions will be available online. So you can spend the next week in watching these online sessions, I hope. Thank you for being a very inspiring audience. It was a very alive conference with a lot of feedback and talks and a lot of engagement of the audience during the sessions, as much as we allowed it. I hope we allowed it enough. And I would also like to thank to our partners. The partners are very important, no? They organize our sessions, they support us in many ways, they are here, they exhibit, because this is the kind of input we need. This is very inspiring. We see solutions, we discuss many things. So thank you very much for this. I also would like to thank the WF team, has to be mentioned, because you saw a lot of busy people running around all the time, including our volunteers who are usually not with us, but were involved and were inspired to support us during this conference. So thank you very much, and a big applause for everybody. Now, we have this WRF app. You all have used it. There, you also can tell us what you liked and what you didn't like, because there will be a feedback form. That's very important for us, because that allows us to improve ourselves and be a better conference in 2 years. But maybe somebody has a spontaneous feedback. Anybody wants to say something? Otherwise, you use the WRF app. Good, but you have to use the WRF app. Okay, well, when we close, we actually never close, because we want to engage. And that's actually one feedback I got today. Somebody told me that somebody was sitting here also on the stage. It was Luis Akenji. And he told me, you can't let go these people, because this is so interesting. I was in so many interesting talks and sessions. This is amazing. So you have to engage them further. And that's what we like to do. You will receive an email how you can do that. It's about, I think, about memberships, becoming a member of the WF. And I think everybody who is here can do this on a trial basis for free for another year. But that's not the most important part. I think it would be great if we see you again, and if you engage, if you see a webinar from us, if you subscribe and you provide us with your great input furthermore. And we never close, because actually this closing will be the opening of the next event, which is happening the next 2 days, and also a panel, which is just after this closing, continuing. That's the UNEP Global Intergovernmental Meeting on Minerals and Metals. And now the next session is actually dedicated to this. I ask you to just, when Bruno, our president, has closed our conference, you just stay in the room, and because there will be new people coming up to stage and having a very interesting panel. Yeah, and somebody I didn't mention specifically, that's our scientists and scientific sessions, and there were many great people who engaged. First of all, the committee, as we already announced them at the beginning, but actually the ones who did the presentations. And I know that some of them did a especially good job. Also, everybody did a good job. And for this, I want to invite our scientific chairs, Sonja and Patrick. Please come to stage.
You started?
Yeah. So hello, everyone. At the end of the conference, there is an award ceremony, of course. And now we will go through. We will start with the online poster. We have one online poster award. We have 3 online session awards. We have 1 on-site poster award and 7 on-site session award. Here I have to say something. We didn't give an award for every session, because it would have been too much. We merged certain sessions that were thematically close together. Yeah? So we will start now with the best online poster. The best online poster is awarded to Robert Perret and André Reichel. I don't know if you saw it. The poster is about resources for planetary well-being, scaling back to sufficiency for all beings. A really important topic, well brought to the public, I would say. A really nice one. So congratulations to Robert Perret and André Reichel.
Mm-hmm. Then we go to the next awarded person, and please show the screen. This is under the category of circular economy and e-waste from global to local. I think many of you are excited about the topic, and we saw the scientific sessions field very, very well attended. Please, then the name of the awarded person is Prospero Dorcia. Please come to receive your certificate. Your topic is on sustainable e-waste manual dismantling through the operation of the Technical Training Center in Ghana.
Do we have an award?
So we have
No award.
the certificate not under your name. Yes, but you represent the team, right? And okay.
Do we have the awards for the online? No, we don't
No.
have them. That's
We will
because
send
we
to
were
you
thinking you were
Okay.
attending online.
Exactly.
From MRI.
But you all know Samson, our friend. so
Congratulations.
thank you, Samson.
The next award is for the best poster in Geneva. So we are jumping one online session, actually, or two, 1.5. We go to the best poster award on site in Geneva. The award goes to Safa Mubin. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly.
Is she here? Oh, no.
Are you here? Yeah. The title of the poster is an integrated framework for sustainable aquaculture to ensure food security.
Perfect. And now we start seeing the presenters coming to the stage. On the category sufficiency and societal perspective, that is the next one. Exactly. The awarded person is Julie Hasman. Is Julie here? Yay! South Africa. Pictures later.
Okay, next, does it work again? So now it's about the global, regional, and local circular economy perspectives. The award goes to Kwabena Poku. Congratulations. Yeah, the titles are getting longer and longer, so but I still will read it. The challenges of value chain dynamics to meet the ideals of a circular economy by recovering material from households in lower and middle income countries. A case study from Accra, Ghana. Congratulations. And this is a certificate.
Sorry. Well, we go to the next one because we are all very impatient. So the next award on minerals and other resources, sustainability, traceability, financial flows, and taxation goes to Alejandra Villanueva Ubillus. Hopefully she's here. Please, a big applause.
And the next for the sessions merged to life cycle assessment and sustainability of value chains. The award goes to Kirsten Remmen. Maybe a title, conceptual and methodological framework on the availability and recoverability of secondary raw materials, focusing on critical raw materials. That's the Future M project. Actually, I know that Kirsten is not here, but there are maybe members of the team, one or so that could come here. I don't know. Else I give it to myself because I'm also a member of the team. So James. I didn't vote actually. Yeah, you did it. Congratulations. There.
The next one is on the category critical and strategic raw materials. The awarded presenter is Sam Whitley. We hope he's here. Yes. Hello.
And the next, in the category electronics and e-waste management and sustainability, the award goes to Akshat Sudeshwar. And the presentation was about the need for design for recycling of paper-based printed electronics, a prospective comparison with printed circuit boards. Is Akshat here? No? Is somebody of the team here? No, so we will hand over the certificate to him at a later point in time. Then.
Thanks. The next one on the category planetary boundaries and the energy, climate change, and materials nexus goes to Eleonora Krena. Is Eleonora here? It's a pity.
So we have to say this was a very tough decision. It was about a few percent, yeah, and yeah.
Less than 1% or 2%.
Yeah, but you can discuss it. The runner-up was from the same institution then afterwards, and so yeah. Next, please.
Thank you, because the online presenters also have some awards, but I think we can communicate.
It's only two.
On time.
So it's Elisa Andrew for the need for investigating the potential rebound effects of sufficiency-oriented product service systems. So an applause, a big applause for Elise. And the last one is in the category value chain sustainability. Maëlys Nizan for sustainability and circularity in the textile value chain, a global roadmap, UNEP key priorities and recommendations for the sector.
Congratulations to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations for the awards and the scientists. These two poor guys actually had to put this together in the last minute because, of course, the session went until now and had to do all the statistics. So now we're coming to the actual closing note. Bruno almost got an award too, as you saw, no? But Bruno, please, happy to have you here again for the closing remarks of this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthias, and yeah, good afternoon to all of you. I mean, this is confusing, all these titles, very complex technicalities. On the other sides, we know the size of the challenge. No, you remember the wave, no? So the wave of the COVID, the wave of the inflation, the wave of climate, the wave of biodiversity, and we are struggling with technical stuff to fix every single value chain. In a way, it's frustrating, right? And one could be a bit discouraged. But it always was so. There is an history that happened in Europe 150 years ago that give us the flavor where we are in now. Now, looking back at what it was, you will realize it's very similar to where we are now. 1850, industrialization were coming to Europe. In many places, in Zurich, in Switzerland, in Paris, in London, and a couple of other places. Workers were moving from countryside to the cities, or to the place where this industry was established. And in many cases, like for example in Zurich, the owner or the government decided to give these new neighborhoods luxury that were not given before. For example, tap water. For the first time in those neighborhoods, you had tap water. They forgot about the sewage pipes, and the consequence was cholera. You have a wave of cholera epidemic in that time. In Switzerland, probably in Zurich, the biggest one with almost 500 people dying. 7.8% of the population of the city of Zurich affected, and the majority of them died. Imagine it was 867, nobody knew about bacteria. There was no microscope. There was a confused discussion. This is because the people that works in the industries are no more on the fields, so they are made weak by their jobs, and so they are more affected. Or this is things coming through the migrants that are coming from the countryside part of Switzerland. Poor people moving to the city to get this job. Some were thinking maybe it's related to water, but it was by far not clear what it was. What it was clear, it's the huge problem, the huge impact that was on societies. And while scientific and political debate went on, people started taking action. In Zurich, Arnold Berkeley decided, it was the engineer of the city of Zurich, decided that it was compulsory to collect the garbage of the city. He had to justify himself because nobody saw the relation, but he decided. The good thing is he was right. The measure was good. And today we have a square, middle in Zurich, called the Berkeley Square. So an environmentalist that have seen a square entitled to him. In Paris, René Eugène Poubelle made a very similar decision. And he declared compulsory to put garbage into trash bin, and for houses to be linked to the sewage pipes. Put the cost on the house owner. In London, I've come to check with Paul Ekins. In London, there was a decision that the drink water provider were obliged to build a network of sewage pipes, and they got an extension of their contract for 30 additional years to compensate the costs. But before this was decided, it was an engineer, John Snow, that seeing that the highest concentration of cholera cases was in a region where the water was pumped, where a lot of sewage were coming, he decided to stop the drinking water provision through that well. So in absence of final knowledge, in very intransparent situation, while a political debate is going on, seeing consequences, the size of consequences, what count is political will. What count is taking action. And this has consequences on the states and on the community in Switzerland, in Zurich. After that cholera epidemic, the constitution, also the government, was changed from one-party government into a mixed government, and the right of referendum was introduced for the first time in Switzerland, and this extended then to all the rest of Switzerland. So the right of referendum we are so proud of, it's the consequence, among others, of a wrong management of natural resources. It was said several times during these days, managing natural resources well needs a variety of approaches, needs approaches on the demand side and approach on the supply side, and need probably changes of our political system, needs changes of our democracy in the direction of a stronger taking in account of these elements. But this history has, of course, parallel to what to where we are now. And it is to give a bit of a flavor and of a good mood. It was unclear what was the cause. It was unclear what would be the right measure. People started acting and they solved the problem. We can solve the problem we are facing. We will solve the problem we are facing because we must solve the problem we are facing. So let's continue talking and working together. And because there is never an end of the discussion, after my speech, you stay here and you start with the next discussion, the intergovernmental meeting on metal and minerals. Thank you so much for having been here for 3 days and having engaged with us so proudly. Thank you so much.